Today, I want to talk about goals. I want to talk about not particularly my goals, but what we should do with the goals that we want to tell to other people. And the reason I want to talk about that is because, there's a lot of videos popping up, especially on my homepage of YouTube, and I'm seeing it more so even on Twitter itself. And the age-old question, should you be telling people your goals? And a lot of people are going to tell you, no, just shut up and grind, right? It's kind of funny when I think about it, because a lot of people would tell you, stop telling people your goals, stop telling people your dreams and aspirations. And you know what? I believe they are right, because I'm a person who doesn't practice what they're preaching at all. Actually, when I think about it, it's kind of sickening, because the main reason these people are telling you guys to stop telling people your goals, stop telling people your plans, is because they want you to protect your energy. They want you to protect yourself from yourself. A lot of the times, that's what it comes down to. And like I said, I'm a person who has told people my goals, right? Multiple times on multiple different occasions. And the people who are like me, who have told the people their goals, whether it's a friend, a family member, a significant other, even a stranger. I mean, you never know who you find out in this world, but some people might be like, hey, what do you do for work? Or what are some of your goals? And there you are, just telling people right ahead what you plan to do in life, right? At the end of the day, not everybody is going to be happy for you. Not everybody is going to be in your corner. Actually, a lot of people are probably going to hate you because you have so many big dreams and aspirations. And you're going to find a lot of people who say, well, I don't have any big dreams. I don't have any aspirations. I don't have any talents. I wish I could be talented as you. Or my favorite one, must be nice. There's a lot of things that can just be said when you share your goals with people. And I've learned that it's more so who you share your goals with. That's where the validation that a lot of people seek when they share their goals, that this person is going to be in my corner, possibly this person's possibly going to root for you. I'm here to tell you guys that don't rely on other people to root for you. You have to be your own biggest fan. And so if you're sharing your goals, share it with the idea that this is all about you, right? These goals are all about you, and you're your own biggest fan, and nobody's gonna hold you accountable if you achieve those goals or don't achieve those goals. Share my goals for 2023. Half of them were driven towards gaining subscribers on YouTube. And when I think about it, my goal was to reach past 100,000 subscribers for the first time in my YouTube journey. I've been making YouTube videos since 14 years ago, but I wasn't taking it as serious as I thought it was until around 2013. And still, from the multiple channels and multiple communities I bounced around in, it still took me so long to finally reach that goal. However, I made that goal as a New Year's resolution on January 1st, 2023. I didn't officially pass that 100,000 subscriber mark until November 1st, 2023. It's not because I was putting in the work. No, actually, I wasted 9 months just thinking about, hey, it would be nice to have 100,000 subscribers. It would be nice to be a YouTuber once again, because I was just fighting, so many other demons that were in my own head when it came to content creation. I was taking in so much value that, this is what I want to do. And instead of doing, I just sat around, just thinking about, it would be nice to achieve these goals. So I made those big, claims and things that I wanted to do. And then for the first 9 months of the year, I just kind of just drifted aside and wasted it. And so I was doing nothing actively towards those goals. So this is why people tell you not to say your goals and put them out there, because half of the time you're gonna make yourself looking like a complete and utter idiot. You're gonna be looking like a damn fool. I was looking pretty much like a fool for saying that, these are my goals to hit 100,000 subscribers. Here I am not uploading any videos pretty much for the first 6 months of the year on that particular channel. And so when I think about the main difference in mind frames, because that's what it truly is when it comes down to this, what was my main difference between 2023 and what I'm doing in 2024, where I share my goals? I'm a lot more careful with the goals that I'm putting out onto social media. The goal for this YouTube channel that I have right here is to keep more so a daily journal / diary for myself and the values that I'm attaching to these videos. Because when I look back at this channel in a year, I want to see exactly how far this particular channel has gone and how far my ideas have evolved. So if I had to put a public goal out there, that's what this channel is going to be there for, more so for me, because very often, especially back in those days, I was a lot of person that just gave a lot of advice, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of my friends, especially in the content creation space, could pretty much vouch for this. You know, a lot of people will look towards me, even though I don't have the most subscribers amongst my friend groups and whatnot, as the person like, hey, you know what, this person is highly knowledgeable, and they're working really hard. But even though they're working really hard, they aren't really doing what, you know, they're telling us to do. They aren't really doing it for themselves, right? And I find it that you should only take advice from people who have actually only done the things that they are preaching to you to begin with. And when I look at the information I was just sharing with other people, it's basically from people who already achieved those goals, and I'm trying to apply it for myself. So the more I look at it, especially when we share these goals, mines are more so data driven, right? And I'm not sharing goals that I am not actively working towards. Like, I am actively working towards taking myself in the you know, with my goal of being a full-time YouTuber, the goal of achieving financial freedom. Like, I'm actively working towards that every single day officially. And I can say that I wasn't doing that in 2023 because it was half-assed. It was more so I'm just consuming information over and over and over. I'm looking at these internet gurus talking about multiple things, like, yeah, you gotta post like 250 things in an entire week across multiple social media platforms, or you gotta be a YouTube automated channel. Everyone should have a faceless channel in order to just, you know, blow up on YouTube and whatnot. And a lot of people just underestimate the work, right? And a lot of it comes down to, when you're trying to work hard, a lot of people just don't work smart, and this is where it leads to a lot of burnout. And for those people that share these goals and you don't achieve them, like, how does it really make you feel? Because I know how it made me feel, especially the last couple of years, when a lot of people would be like, hey, you know, what are you working on nowadays and whatnot, right? And I am one of those people that tend to overshare, right? What I'm doing, what I'm working on. It's an issue that I personally have, but I do know it's just an inherent problem, especially for those that are so focused on being goal oriented. When I think about just this goal oriented mind that I currently have, it's more so, okay, if I share these goals and I hit these goals, then I will feel accomplished, right? But if I set these goals and expectations and don't reach them, then I'm only going to feel sick to the bottom of my stomach. And that's how the seesaw and the constraints of what you do when you put your goals out there. And I actively was putting a lot of my goals out there without taking into consideration that, one, the damage I was personally doing to myself, two, the fact that a lot of people just don't care. They don't have your best interests. They're going to be like, yeah, cool, you do that, guy, you do that, bro, good for you. Honestly, there's so many things that can happen when you share your goals with people, and if you're sharing your goals with the wrong type of people, then you're only going to get these negative responses. You're not going to get that warmth, that if the validation is what you're looking for, you're not going to get that. So when people share your goals, and if you shared your goal, I want to know, how have people treated you? You know, did you feel like it was people felt forced to compliment you on your goals and whatnot, or did you feel like it was genuine happiness when you shared your goal with somebody else? So in retrospect, when I think about what are my goals for this channel, it's to see exactly how far I will advance in a year's time. Obviously, I'm going to constantly be looking back at these videos that I do make, because I find that these reflections of mine is just it's more valuable, and it's more of a reflection to see exactly what I've learned in that day, how I'm applying these things that I'm talking about. And if other people find these videos valuable because they find it relatable, and then I feel like that video has done its job. You know, it's done its purpose. You know, that's just one of the goals that I have for this channel. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's a very raw public diary that I'm making a conscious effort when I'm making content for this channel every single day. And honestly, you know, I just want to do more so of the practicing of what I'm preaching instead of just constantly preaching, you know. So when I tell or give advice to somebody, and I want it to be actual advice in the field that, you know, I know like the back of my hand, like, you know, basically like I've become like an authority on that. Because as people will tell you, once again, you should be listening to advice of people who've actually been successful doing it. And my goal is to be one of those successful people that practice what they preached. And in the case that I just failed, that's fine. I know why. Because I didn't work hard enough. I didn't work actively towards those goals. So I have no one else to blame but myself. So when I share new goals, it's only because I've completed older goals. And while I might have those grand goals that I want to achieve where it all ends with financial freedom, baby steps lead to giant strides, everybody. And right now I'm focusing on doing a lot of baby steps.